In the light of Mandela's legacy, 4 young people retrace the steps of Madiba and others whose journey to freedom was cultivated in Soweto. They reflect on his history and then share how they aim to use their talents to continue his legacy.
Reflecting on our path to peace in '94, Utata Madiba wrote, "We have not taken the final step of our journey, but the first step on a longer and even more difficult road. The long course to political freedom that compelled a family man to leave his home life began in Orlando West, Soweto. 3 young people returned to Vilakazi Street to retrace Mandela's steps in heeding the call to continue his legacy as a South African youth."
Could you tell us about Vilakazi Street? I mean, its history and where it is right now.
Vilakazi Street is a big part of South African history. I mean, when you look at it, Nelson Mandela used to live on the street, Desmond Tutu used to live on the street, and they both Nobel Peace Prize winners. We have so much, yet we don't necessarily appreciate and actually go forward and actually embrace, you know? And if you're looking for inspiration and you don't know where to find it, I think you should just walk in the street, you know? And that's where heroes lived, heroes walked, and you know what, maybe I want to actually make my street that I live in that famous.
There's so much history, like at Vilakazi Street as we stand here now, and I feel like Utata has left a legacy, and he's here, we're here to share his home, to experience, and I love the fact that there's so many different people here from all walks of life that are here to come share and experience what Utata had left behind. I feel as young people we have so much freedom, and to an extent that I feel like we don't know what to do with it. It's like we've got all these opportunities that are at our doors, but we don't know how to express ourselves.
Now, what part of Madiba's life and legacy has really moved you?
Utata moves me as a human. Like, he's changed so much for us, and that's all because of this man that had spent all these years in prison to see the change that he sees today in us. And for me, it's just amazing. Like, it saddens me in a bit that we've lost someone so special like him, but he's left something that I don't even think anyone can ever fulfill those shoes. Like, Madiba's shoes are so big, and it's just a blessing.
Further down Vilakazi, Soweto scholars marched for equal education in the 1976 uprising, a powerful mark of the youth's ability to shape history.
I mean, you're a young person living in South Africa. What kind of challenges do you face?
We're facing a different challenge, and I'm not only speaking for myself, but I'm speaking for most of the youth of South Africa. We need to stray away from what was and look at the new challenge right now and embrace it and draw inspiration from the past heroes and leaders and say, we can do it as young people. Come to the street and say, let us fight for something new and draw inspiration from Vilakazi Street. So to a certain extent, this street has a lot of power.
We are not an ordinary nation. We are a remarkable one born from extraordinary circumstances.
This is no ordinary township. It bred 2 Nobel Peace Prize winners in their fight for equality.
We are not an ordinary youth. We're a significant one, birthed by selfless individuals with a vision.
This is no ordinary street. Hundreds gave their lives so that we could enjoy all that we have today. A reminder that I am powerful beyond measure.
Thank you, Tata.
Enkosi Tata.
Thank you, Tata.